Obviously I got the one with the sauce in it, so I have a snack as well. Alright guys, just heading out on the lake here. Pulling all my gear behind me. Not really sure where I'm going to fish yet. Like I said, this is my first time fishing here. So I know I want to probably be in about 6 to 10 feet of water. I'm going to start about 6. As I come out on the lake, I can see where a bunch of other people have already drilled some holes, so might be a good spot to try and start and get things checked out. If that doesn't pan out, you can kind of see behind me right about there. There's a little reedy point. So if it doesn't pan out here in my first spot, that's probably where I'm going to head. Usually a good place to locate fish is little points and where reeds are going to come out and then end and maybe go into deeper water or maybe feed into a small bay. So I'm going to get set up here right basically in front of where I parked. Try for a little bit and see if we can get a fish. Not sure if you guys noticed that, but my Auger throttle cable, it's done this a few times. Whenever it gets cold, it keeps getting stuck on me. And so basically when I release the throttle, it's still going, you know, half speed, full speed, whatever I pulled it down to. So issue I've been having. If you know how to fix that or any ideas of what it could be, let me know in the comments. Because it's pretty sketchy when you get through the ice and that thing's spinning, it's just shooting water up at you, and it's a struggle to try and hit the kill switch in time. Alright, so I got my first hole drilled here. Added a couple minutes now. Just using a little chartreuse panfish tube jig with a chartreuse jig head, just to see if I can get a hit or locate some fish. I'm thinking I should probably go to bait as I'm search fishing, because every fish loves bait. Not every fish loves a chartreuse little tube jig like that. But I am trying to target some bigger ones today, so I don't mind going a little bit bigger to maybe try and hook into a bigger fish. I'm in about 4.5 to 5 feet of water here. Might be a little bit too shallow, but I was just about to switch to some bait, and I was watching my little, because you can see that tube jig really good down there. I was watching it and I keep seeing things going over top of it. And yeah, they're hitting it already. I don't know if they're very big because they're not getting the whole thing in their mouth, but alright, I'm switching up to some bait. Alright, so that's what I got for my little bait rig. Just a little jig head. It's kind of like a little wire worm. So before I even put bait on it, let's just see how stupid these fish really are. Catch of the day. Not very big, but in fact it's tiny. But that is our target species right there. I know perch fishing is different in different parts of Canada. Some guys put a lot of work into finding them, but in BC, they're pretty stupid. Oh, just lost another one. Again, bear hook. See a slightly bigger one down there, so I'm really just trying to pick it away from the little ones and keep this bigger one entertained. It's a smaller one. Sometimes it's just about weeding out those smaller ones too. Wait for those big ones to come along. Oh, that looked bigger. It's just non-stop for these little guys. So cool watching them hit down here. I mean, without the shelter up and being able to see down there very good, or a camera or anything, it's kind of hard to see exactly how big they are, but definitely a few bigger ones than others. But watching them come up and hit it is just so cool. And it's pretty dark down there. It's all I can see is, I'll see the silhouette and then just a white flash in a mouth, or a big silhouette cruise by. And there's a lot of fish here, so I kind of want to set the tent up so I can see what's going on down there better and not have so much brightness, which makes it really hard to see down there. But I don't know if they're big enough down here to set it up for. It's fun and they're aggressive. As long as I'm jigging this, they're hitting it almost every time, but I just don't know if they're very big. I'm seeing them down there anyways, so I'm gonna get this tent set up. Plus I gotta get my shrimp thawing out so I can have a little something to eat here. Way more than what is necessary for one person, but is luxurious. Got the heater going. It's darker in here. There's my hole. What I did is I brought my auger in. Because of this throttle cable keeps sticking, I'm sure you can see it now. If I press it, you can see how it's loose like that? And now it's stuck wide open. And I've traced it back into there. I've greased everything that I thought I could grease. Unless there's a way to lube inside this cable here. But I sprayed like a WD-40 in both ends, hoping that would do something. I thought it did. It's fine when it's warm. When it gets cold, it gets stuck. And like right now, if I were to start it, it's stuck on full blast. So my plan is just to let it warm up. Got the heater going. And then as you can see, I got lots of room over there. Another hole there, so I can pop a hole about 10 feet away and and hopefully stay on them perch. So kind of weird. I got the tent set up here, and I can finally see down in the bottom of the hole there, which is awesome. Looks totally different than I thought it did just looking outside the tent without having it dark in here and being able to actually see right down in the bottom. Yeah, I didn't know whether I was on a weed bed, a sandy bottom, a muddy bottom. I couldn't really tell. All I could see was a silhouette kind of darting over top of my jig all the time. And that's how I knew there was fish. But now that I can see that there's nothing down there. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So you can see it's just kind of like a small, like there is a little bit of vegetation down there, but it's mostly pretty barren. There's no fish down there either. I really hope one just comes up and smacks it so you guys can see it, but yeah, since I put the tent up, it's definitely slowed down. Wow, that was awesome. I couldn't even get the camera on in time. I was just sitting there jigging, and I saw him come in from the distance, hammered it, and I thought, screw the camera, I gotta land this fish. He just kept circling and hammering this little wire worm. I got the same one. I've been catching all my perch, everything on that, with zero bait on it, just jigging it. It's crazy. Anyways, I didn't expect that one. A little snowy, but about 18 inches, a couple pounds, about 4 feet of water. So I'm definitely gonna take this and my little 6-inch perch home, cook them up. A little bit of a redemption fish. I am super stoked on that. That was awesome. Alright guys, had a bit of a slow afternoon there. It's about 2 o'clock. I'm taking off out of here. It was a good fish. It was a good day fishing. I just wanted to catch some fish today, and I got exactly that. I didn't get the big one I was looking for, but if you're looking for a good family fishery, then I definitely can recommend Swan Lake in Vernon. Yeah, it was a great time. I went out, I drilled one hole, and I was catching fish right off the bat. I even got into that one nice rainbow that I did not expect, but that really made the day for me. Maybe next time I'll do something a little bit more fun here. Thinking spending the weekend up in the Caribou, going for some burbot. Maybe do a solo trip in the tent, sleep in the tent for the weekend. Something a little bit more exciting than catching perch in 4 feet of water, which is great. The best part was when that rainbow came through. But yeah, until next time.